Hi everyone. This is a Let's Be Creative video with the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. My name is Whitney Stone, and I'm a director and teaching artist coming to you from the beautiful Calderwood Pavilion at the Huntington Theater Company in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm here today to teach you some basic theater vocabulary. And where better to do that but in a theater? So let's get started, shall we? The Calderwood Pavilion is an example of a proscenium stage, which is what most people think of when they think of a theater. Proscenium stages have an architectural frame called the proscenium arch, though it's not always arched in shape. Audience placement also defines a proscenium theater. The actors are up here on the stage. To be or not to be? That is the question. And the audience is out there in what we call the house. Oh, bravo! So good. There are many different types of theaters, such as thrust stages, black boxes, and theaters in the round, which offer a much more immersive experience for the audience. A flexible space can allow for the action to happen in and around them, which can be very exciting and make them feel like they're a part of the world of the play. But no matter what kind of theater you're in, the audience plays a huge role. Live theater is a shared experience between the actors on stage and the audience. And unlike film or TV, live theater can and will be different every single night. So, if you've never been in a theater production and are thinking about giving it a try, there are a few things you're going to want to know before you enter a rehearsal room. Like, for instance, who's going to be in there with you? Well, it all starts with the playwright. This is the person who has the original idea for a play and writes the script. The script is the roadmap for the entire production and everyone working on it. It has information about the characters, the words that they speak, and sometimes even directions to instruct the actors where to move on stage. Now, the actors. These are the people who play the characters in the story. They may play only one character or many, which they can do by changing the way they speak, the way they gesture, and the way they move their bodies. The actors both entertain and inform the audience. They are quite literally telling the story. And in the rehearsal room, they have a director to help them figure out just how to do that. The director is responsible for the creative vision for the whole piece. They not only work with the actors, but with several designers in areas like sets, costumes, and lighting to make sure that each of those elements are working together in service of the story. Plays with music and dance in them might also have a music director who rehearses the singers and oftentimes plays in the orchestra. And a choreographer who creates all of the dance numbers and staged movement for the piece. 5, 6, 7, 8! But perhaps the most important person in the room, the person who works from day one of rehearsals all the way through the final performance, is the stage manager. They are the ones who keep everyone and everything about the production organized. In the rehearsal room, they have duties such as taking notes on blocking, more on what that is later, and making sure the company's taking proper breaks. Fun fact, when a stage manager calls for a break and tells you the length, the appropriate response is to thank them and repeat the length back, like this. Okay, everybody take 10. Thank you, 10. That way, the stage manager knows that you heard them and that you agree to be back at the right time. So there was something I mentioned before called blocking, and it has to do with where the actors move on stage. Some directors like to give their actors blocking. That's why you always want to make sure that you bring to every rehearsal your script and a sharpened pencil. You'll want to write down your blocking so you can remember it later. Now, I'm going to teach you the super top secret language that we use in the theater to talk about stage directions. First, we have stage right and stage left, which are determined by the actors right and left when they're standing on the stage facing the audience. Left, right. If an actor is told to come downstage, that means they're being asked to cross closer to the audience. And if I'm told to head upstage, you guessed it, I'm heading away from the audience toward the back wall. Fun fact, today, audience seating is raked or on an angle so that everyone can see better. But back in the day, it was the stage that was raked. So when an actor was asked to travel upstage, they were literally walking up a hill. And that's where we get the terms upstage and downstage. Whew. So there you have it. Stage right, stage left, downstage, upstage. It's also good to know mid-stage, which is exactly where I'm standing, and center stage, which of course can occur downstage or up. Pop quiz! If a director asked me to make my entrance upstage right, where would I enter from? That's absolutely right. Upstage right. Now, what if the choreographer told me to come downstage center for my big musical number? La, la, la. Where would I cross? That's right. Downstage center. Toward the audience, smack dab in the middle.
Hello? Yeah, hey, I can't talk right now. I'm in a show. Yeah, that one's supposed to be really good.
Okay, last one. My director wants me to make my exit downstage left. Can you tell me where to go? You're right, I'm already downstage. So I'm gonna head right off downstage left. Excellent job, everybody! You've learned the language. You're officially in the club. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, and be sure to come back next Tuesday at 3:30 for another arts video. I'm Whitney Stone. Bye now.